Hi, I'm Mark DeCarteret, and I'm from Rye, New Hampshire. I'm going to be reading a selection from Spirit Board, and these are little untitled interludes that sporadically show up between the real poems. Since dawn, I'd been wandering that area they'd marked not only off limits, but miles from anything real. The sun's become more of a nuisance, or so say its critics, and I've lived with its devil suit, its most evil of carnations, for as long as anyone half this flawed, annoyed. Even the clouds have taken to scouting out other locations of lesser scale, with lesser claims on my memories. Rather the rain, airing its grievances on the window, the snow rudely shouldering the door. O miracle of all miracles, Mr. Hawthorne, you'd think it was a crime to rest on that one note not on the agenda. Doubt one's own talents, latest test scores. To be honest, I wasn't nuts about your A-list of a letter to begin with. Absolutely arthritic and at rest and as airless as an attic. Better belittlement, besetment, betrayal, but best being clear, careful about one what opts to post, unstopper. Poets more adverse than pugilist, lining up against that white, what with the punishments, low supply of irony, so severe. As a prodigy, I'd guided a god or three out the divide between faith and hypocrisy, hosted these ghosts, back live under my hat, housed the blacklisted in my fillings, but after years of them running my mouth, adding my factory made up mad astonishments to the mire, I'm more at home on the rim, massaging that rare spirit out my fist, throwing an unwell enough fit, or unleashing one sham against the other, whose aliases I'll still dare only chin spill or sputter. I've become too ill to make the trip, for years now, missing with words until I threw down my pen and drew blanks, tipped off the white froth to my pitiful plight, till I'd rid it of all brands of light. Didn't they have pills for this sort of thing? Lip-synced benedictions for when I was first, for the last time, lent out to these parentheses, called out on my lack of any skill sets, what's essential, other than likening one thing to another, that the world swore under oath I'd killed off in the process. We have to keep up with the times, but there's also something essentially radical about this that is always going to go against the flow. And that I think is what we have to celebrate, is that sense of the other, that, small presses have just been doing forever. And my three teachers, especially Sam Cornish and Bill Knott, recognized, not only recognized the importance, but early on those things were like, what do you call those? Correspondence schools. You read primarily to figure out what was going, it was the news that stays news, as Pound says. So you would actually read this material to find out what was going on out there. I mean, it's hard for people to believe now when you just press a button and everything comes up. So even though it's kind of old school in a way, and even though old school has become cool in a way, this is much more serious than that. So it's essential. It's absolutely essential.